Okay. Hello and welcome to LaughWhores, everybody. Yeah. LaughWhores is the comedy show based here in Arlington, Virginia, in the DC metro area to expose the up-and-coming comics to shitheads like yourself. I'm here with some of DC's funniest, yet to be discovered comics, and I'm going to talk to one of them right now. Right here, I have a very funny comedian. Welcome to the stage, Chip Jones.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm not going to use this big ass thing. I'm just going to go. It's not live. Don't worry about it. Edit this crap out. Featuring.
Wait, you gonna read that? I thought you memorized that.
No, yeah, that's right. Okay. Like you know me. Featuring from Last Comic Standing. Reject Tour, warming up the audience for PBS's television show Moneywise. Chip Jones' irreverent, thought-provoking, and brand of comedy has audiences rolling in the aisles from Washington D.C. up and down the East Coast. Welcome to the stage, Chip Jones.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know, man.
All right, that's enough. Cut it out.
Seems like. Why can't Johnny read? That's what that sounded like.
Well, you know, that's the way it is. I forgot my Hooked on Phonics tapes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No problem.
As you can see, I'm putting a lot of effort into it this week with the wardrobe, man.
With the silk shorts.
It's a holiday weekend, you know. I'm just like, I'm surprised. I'm surprised any of you guys showed up.
I'm just glad that I'm solid in my preference.
You know, for
which is not you. So
I'm very solid in my preference. You better not bend over and pick up the soap. Let me say. Well, I was going to ask you this one question. What was it like? I mean, you just in your intro, you talked about touring with the Last Comic Standing Reject Tour, which means that you were rejected. So what was it like auditioning for Last Comic Standing?
It was sort of nerve-wracking because the people that actually wait in line, you're not really going to get to the show. In fact, they would take us into a screener 3 at a time so that you're in front of a screener standing shoulder to shoulder with someone else in front of a screener, standing shoulder to shoulder with someone else standing in front of a screener, and everybody's doing their set at the same time. So it's like you're performing with 2 radios playing right beside you, you know. And it's a different feel. Like in a club, if you got a heckler, you decide how you're going to deal with that. But these guys are benign hecklers; they're just trying to do their thing. So it's like, okay.
So, you know, it's distracting because I sometimes just putting up the lights, getting this stuff ready. Sometimes I want to do stand-up, but by the time I'm done, I've got so many things running through my head. So it's kind of like having it's kind of like being schizophrenic in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you had to be focused, but it's still a distraction, you know. And a lot of people, the 2 people that were with me, one of the girls, she totally lost it because she couldn't keep focused because she's hearing everyone else do their material. So
that girl sounds like me, honestly.
She kind of looked like you, though.
Yeah, she must have been gorgeous.
Yeah, wearing boxer shorts and everything.
I'm telling you, Lindsay Lohan, eat your crack out. What was it like starting in a comedy game in your, what is it? What is starting in a comedy game in your 40s? I'm sorry.
It's interesting being a newbie in your 40s. I mean, one of the things that gives me an advantage because I have a lot more life experience to draw from. So my material is a different sort of material. I'm more topical. You know, I've got a family life. You know, I'm not doing college jokes. I'm not talking about my penis. You know, so that. Well, I mean, I do talk about my penis, but that's not all I talk about.
All men talk about their penis.
That's not all I talk about.
So I mean, what kind of comic crowds do you appreciate the most?
I think where I fit in is it's sort of that NPR crowd. It's an older crowd, more news,
more cerebral
knowledgeable
rather than.
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say cerebral, but they're more aware of what's going on in the world. So I mean, that's where I want to do my comedy because I want to also do comedy that's sort of relevant to society. That
so who influences you in the comedy that's out there now, or even from the past?
Well, I mean, definitely from the past. You know, it would be Carlin, Pryor. I love Louis C.K. now. I love the enthusiasm of Ricky Gervais in comedy. Seinfeld. Who else? Jim Gaffigan. I mean, anybody who can do 15 minutes on ketchup, you gotta love that guy. You know, it's like.
So that's the kind of comedy you like, the more deadpan kind of comedy, or something that.
I like comedy that is not only funny, but it takes you somewhere. That you can walk away with a different view than when you walked in. You know, that that maybe you might learn something when you're done.
Yeah, so but more cerebral in that case. I mean, you actually take something in, you actually ingest a
Yeah.
little bit of what they have to say instead of just like ha ha ha, and then you.
Yeah, I mean, but you still have to do the silly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what gets you over the hurdle, you know.
So I already asked you your comedy experiences. So what made you want to do comedy that first time? I mean, what brought you up on that stage? Because I know I've always liked comedy, but it took years to get me on stage. Like yourself, I was almost 40 when I took.
It started as a gift from my wife, actually. She gave me. Yeah, yeah.
She's sitting over there. That's why
She's
I'm
sitting
clapping.
She gave me a comedy class at the Improv to do stand-up.
Similar thing happened to me. Somebody gave me a class in Boston, and
Yeah.
I started doing comedy.
And it was at a weird point in our life because she was actually we were going through this period of diagnosing whether or not she had a brain tumor.
Oh, okay.
So it was an interesting sort of juxtaposition.
Let's not clap.
It's not clapping.
I know she's over there clapping.
She's fine. She's fine. Then we can clap for that because she's actually fine.
Well, then let's clap for that. Damn it.
So, so I did that. Then I did an extending writing course, and then I've been doing comedy since then. And interestingly enough, she was last year going through some stuff in the basement, and found sort of like a bucket list that we had written before we had gotten married, and on my list was doing stand-up comedy. So,
Oh yeah.
spooky.
Spooky. It's like that. It's like what they call it. The not the promise. What they call that? That thing where you wish for shit and it just comes to you. What they call it? The secret. The secret. That's what they call it. The secret. It's no big secret, but that's okay.
You're sad that Oprah's gone. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I am sad that Oprah's gone. You know, well, she's got the old network, so I'm trying to get her to, maybe see me and,
I know.
Are we keeping time here? Somebody keeping time? Because I need like between 5 or 10 minutes for this. This is good. You're really good. I appreciate you coming, especially on a holiday weekend. I know you could be barbecuing, black folks and the holidays and the barbecue and all that. I know how you people are. What does the future hold for Chip Jones? You people, damn it. I said it.
Okay,
I said it, goddammit.
All right.
Go ahead, tell me.
What does the future hold for me? Comedy is definitely a part of my life now. I mean, like many, like you, yourself, and others, we're trying to make.
You don't know me.
I know you.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. You spread your legs any wire, I'm gonna know you. But
Everybody's gonna know me then. This is TV.
the dream is to make comedy your living. You know, that it's not something that has to be supported externally, that you can actually make money from the fruits of your love. So that's where I'm headed toward.
Fruits of my love. Fruits of your love. That's going to be my next comment. Fruits of your love. So tell me, what is it about, about comedy that is the most appealing to you? I mean, what does it bring to you? I know it's not one of the questions, but it's like, how does it make you feel to do comedy?
It gives you an elation. It gives you a high. Comedy is one of those, I think it's the weirdest art endeavor because it is so personal. People can, Gil Scott-Heron died, people can say, you know what, I don't like that type of music, but Gil Scott-Heron, he is really good at what he does. You never hear that about a comedian. People either like your comedy or they hate you. It's never like, yeah, I don't like that guy's comedy, but he's really good at putting together a bit. Never happens.
That's
so
not
it's
true, though.
very personal.
I'm not trying to, but I'm saying among comics, though.
No, but among the audience.
Public,
yeah, among the audience.
Because I know comics who are just like, I know people who said that about Carlin. It's like, I'm not really up on his comedy, but it's the fact that, like you were talking about the other comedy, there's like a whole 50 minutes on ketchup.
Right.
I couldn't do it. I might not like his comedy, but to be able to do that is incredible. And people take that for granted because they don't know what really goes behind that. Right. To get up on stage and talk to people, ignore what's going on.
I think comedians can do that, but I think an audience, if a comedian comes out to an audience and they don't like his brand of humor, it's done. There are no people that walk away saying, oh, that guy really did really good bits and he put the stuff together and he had these callbacks. They don't know that. It was funny to them or it wasn't funny to them.
All right, Chip, I appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. It was great talking to you. I've seen your comedy online. You sent me something, I think, or did I look you up? I don't know what it was. I think I looked you up and saw you, and I liked your comedy. It's very funny. My little brother actually, friended you. Liked you on Facebook. So I know you're funny because he thinks I'm funny. So when we come back, where's my camera?
I'm not sure about that.
Am I over here? Yeah. Thank you. When we come back, clap, damn it. Just kidding. Thank you. Appreciate it. When we come back, we're going to hear from Chip Jones. Chip Jones is going to show us exactly what he was talking about. You're going to love him. He's very funny. You're going to see why my little brother likes him.
All right. Come on.
Thank you, finally. I was waiting for that one clap. Oh, what is it? Memorial Day weekend? Let's give it up for the troops, past and present. Come on. Obama, our first black president. Yeah? Nobody's going to clap for Obama? Come on. I know what you mean, man. Everybody's saying things have changed, but I'm not sure about that. The other day I was walking down the street, and this little 6-year-old girl saw me, and she clutched her Barbie purse, moved it to the other side, and pulled it really close to her body. And it made me feel sad, I got to tell you, because it meant I had to knock her to the ground to steal it. So things haven't changed that much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, tough being a black man, I tell you. Woo. I try to, thanks, AD, down with the struggle. I tell people, you know, that Congress actually passed a resolution to apologize for slavery last year. Yeah, exactly. Nobody noticed. So I started to think, wow, you know what? We need like an apology for Slavery Day. But as soon as I said it, I became afraid, because I knew then like Hallmark would start making cards. And my white friends and coworkers would be sending me these crazy cards. Like I'd get a card that says, hey, I'm sorry about slavery. Open it up. It was a cotton picking shame. Yeah, really. Or that card that says, hey, it's been over 140 years since we had slavery. Open it up. Isn't that all just watermelon under the bridge? From Debbie and the girls in HR. Yeah, who do I complain to now? Or somebody go high tech, send me one of those personalized recorded message cards. You still mad about slavery? Open the card up and it just screams, nigga, please. Oh, man. Tough. I'm still mad at Walgreens. You know, Black History Month, I went in, had all these banners, Walgreens celebrating Black History Month. Underneath them, jumbo cotton balls, 2 for $1. Damn. I mean, the hard thing was I needed jumbo cotton balls. So now I had to track down a white employee because I wasn't going to pick the cotton myself, right? Yeah. Oh, man. So what's going on with me? Family's driving me crazy. Son came home from school the other day. He's like, Dad. All the fellas got together and we measured. I have the biggest wee-wee in 4th grade. And he looked at me and said, Dad, is it because I'm black? I said, no, son, it's because you're 16. Now get upstairs and study. You are driving me crazy. But my wife has been working on my son and I bonding, so she bought us that We Fit. Everybody knows about the We Fit. Woo. Yeah. Not made for a guy like me. Stepped up on the pad, the logo went from We Fit to We Fat. Made this little fat character I can't change unless I actually lose weight. I said, son, you know what? We are not going to play this game. But I realized my wife loves me because she bought the weed defibrillator just in case. Yeah. But my son, of course, being a teenager, he got the most violent We Fit game. He got this one called 9/11. Have you seen it? You got to run down 110 flights of stairs before your building collapses. Oh. Yeah. What? Too soon? Yeah, that's the way I feel about slavery jokes. But I told it, didn't I? Oh, what else? You know, I am married. You can give it up for that. I've been married for 19 years. It's a beautiful thing.
How does she do it?
I grew up in the South, in Memphis. There's a tradition in the South when couples marry, somebody will buy them a large ornamental bowl and bags of hard candy. In your first newlywed year, every time you make love, you're supposed to drop a piece of candy in that bowl. And then after the newlywed year, every time you make love, you pull a piece of candy out. And the way the story goes is that you will never empty the bowl. Exactly. After 18 years of marriage, it seemed true because I was staring at this half-full bowl. So this past year, I decided I'd take candy out every time I made love to myself. Yeah, I not only emptied that bowl this year, I had to refill it twice. It's tough. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm also watching a lot of TV. You guys look like a big BET watching audience to me. Down with the BET? Yeah? Have you seen this new game show they got called Pay It Off? This piece of crap show? Contestants vie to have one of their bills paid off. I'm thinking like on regular TV, they got Deal or No Deal where you could win $1 million. On BET, black people are winning their light bill. Regular TV has Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What's BET's next selection? Who Wants Heat? Would y'all like to play for basic cable? Come on down, let's spin the wheel. I think that's my time. You've been a great audience. My name's Chip Jones.